Khalil, how are you?
Good, you?
I'm good. How are virtual meetings different for you than in-person meetings? Are there things you need to do to stay focused on Zoom that doesn't exist in person? It occurs to me that you weren't part of the NFL's protocols last year when a lot of guys became experts at this.
No, it's pretty much the same. I mean, I feel like everybody kind of went through a Zoom period last year. So we did it in college, and you got to learn how to make it work for you. So it's pretty much the same thing. We're just paying attention the same way. Coaches showing the same stuff. We're just not in person. So
how do you guys try to make sure that a weird week doesn't distract you? Because it seems like it would be human nature if it did.
Really just going out there, like you got to know what we're doing. So you got to pay attention to meetings. So going out there to practice, making sure you know what you're doing, and coming ready to work. I think that's what a great job. The guys have done a great job this week of just once we get in the building, making the most of it and coming ready to work. So.
Dan Weeder.
Khalil, as a member of this rookie class, do you have a relationship with Larry Borum at all? If so, what can you tell us about where he's at now?
Yeah, I do. Just he's been working his tail off, trying to get back. And he's finally out there, just enjoying it. Pretty much it. He's having fun. He's getting ready. He's ready to go. So he's been fired up, trying to get back, and trying to get healthy. So he's back now, and he's ready to go.
As somebody who recently got an opportunity that was probably a little unforeseen and took advantage of it, what would you tell him this week in terms of just trying to make the most of what might be in front of him?
Just letting the game come to you. Study, know what you got to do on every play, but don't try and do anything spectacular. Just let the game come to you. Do your job.
Next question, Colleen Kane.
Hey, Khalil, I had one a COVID question and then one a football question. COVID, just, what's it been like having Chris Tabor running stuff in the building and having Coach Nagy doing stuff virtually for you guys?
I mean, there's no drop off really. It's, where I feel like we're a self-running machine. So it's the same thing. Coach Taves does a great job getting us going. Just like he runs the whole practice like it's special teams. So, he's screaming, getting everybody going, but it's pretty much the same guys doing the same thing. So, and can you repeat the second question?
The second one is just, how has your comfort level grown with each game that you've gotten experience in on the offense?
I feel like it's grown a lot. Just getting comfortable, getting used to the game speed, getting used to seeing things, when the bullets are flying. So just sitting in there and letting the game come to me, I feel like it's helped me a lot, and it's continuing to help me.
Next question, Pat Finley.
If Tabor gets fired up during a Thursday practice, what do you think he'd be like on game day if he were the acting head coach?
That's a good question. I'd pay to see it.
He mentioned that, it's something you think about when you're an assistant, what would happen if I was ever in there. Do you think he's the kind of guy who's had a speech tucked away in a pocket for 20 years for Saturday night or right before the game, something like that?
Nah, Taves is not really a speech kind of guy. He kind of just, he wings it. He might have a story to tell, but I think he come with something on the spot and let it fly.
Next question, Herb Howard.
Khalil, two questions. One, like, how's your body been holding up with the full-time load you've been taking on? And two, as your room continues to a bit healthier, potentially with David and maybe even Tariq, are you looking forward to helping the backfield?
Well, first question, my body's been good. A lot of vets in here helped me learn how to take care of my body, and just do things, throughout the week to, come back the next day ready to be 100% or near 100% in practice. And can you repeat the second question?
As your room potentially gets a little bit healthier with David and maybe even Tariq, are you looking forward to getting help in the backfield, or are you kind of like enjoying like taking on this full-time load that you have there?
Oh yeah. I mean, with all of us in the backfield, we all add different things. So, the more the merrier. We able to go out there and just run the ball all game long. I'm all here for it. I think we all here for it. But that's a bunch of weapons added back that we need on the offense that we can utilize. So.
Next question, Pat Finley.
What do the 49ers do well against the rush, and what do you guys have to be aware of entering the game?
They play the run really well. Their backers flow to the ball really well, come downhill. They got really two really good talented backers, really good D line. So we just got to be aware of what they do. You know, they got really good DNs. So just making sure we handle those guys outside and you know, take everything else. I feel like we'll take care of itself.
Next question, Alex Shapiro.
How's this week of practice been for you in terms of pass pro? You said you wanted to clean up the one on the second play of the game against Sunday. So how's this week gone in that department?
I feel like it's gone good. I've been trying to focus on fundamentals, getting some extra work on it. Just focusing on things, you know, that I can control. And that's really it. Just focusing on cleaning up fundamentals and working on that stuff. So.
Next question, Pat Finley.
Hey, Khalil, Coach Nagy mentioned the other day that on Saturday night in Tampa, that in the team meeting, he was emotional and in his talk to you. Can you tell us from your perspective what you came away with there? He seemed to think that it brought you guys closer together. I'm also curious whether you learned something just about him from that.
Yeah, I was fired up. You know, I loved it. You know, a lot of guys loved it. It just shows how much he cares and, you know, what he means to this team and how he wants to bring us together. That was really the biggest thing I feel like that I took away, just how much he cares and what he's willing to do and how much work he's willing to put in for us and to help us succeed. So,
is there one story from that talk that you remember that you could share?
Yeah, but I can't share it. So